What's up, everybody? Cruz the Crusher coming to you live from Hollywood, California. And in Boston, Massachusetts, we've got... I don't know if it's Stone Cold Steve Vance this time, or... Vance? Vance, that's your cue. Vance.
I'm a nice man. Yeah, I'm a nice man.
Oh, shit. What the...
Do not adjust your television sets because you're probably not watching this on a television set. But we are live together in the same room right now.
First time in
First time in a long time.
Over a year, Vance. Over a year.
And the reason, Cruz, that we are together is because we both attended the inaugural. We just got these cool shirts.
Really cool. Were you there? Yeah, I was there too.
Cool shirts,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We went to AEW Double or Nothing Live, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Dude.
And Cruz, I have to tell you, this is the best show I've ever been to.
I have to say, Vance, out of all the live wrestling events that I have attended, this is by far the best live wrestling event I have ever been to.
It was the energy in that place. The crowd
was
just a hot crowd all night long. It was
to be honest, you know, like that show kept everybody. When I say everybody, I mean including us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kept us on our feet.
Literally on
There was
our
always
feet.
something happening where everyone just stood up and we would stand up and like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
Cruz
dude.
wasn't even paying attention to people who were like 5'9" and under in the Battle Royal.
Should we just get right into it then?
Let's jump right into it.
Hey, dude.
Let's buy in.
Oh yeah, dude. I love the theme. I love the theme that they had going with this.
Oh,
you know?
amazing.
We're in Las Vegas.
So Vegas-y.
You know, yeah, they had All In, which was not AEW related, and then this is like technically AEW's first official.
AEW's first official event.
As AEW, and like Double or Nothing. You know, the poker chips, everything from like let's for a second.
Look
the
at this
production
stage.
quality.
Look at this stage.
The stage.
This stage is unbelievable. You got the 2 impact zone tunnels, which, by the way, some people missed.
I think a lot of people were, not used to the double entrance, so they were like, let me just...
I like the double. Did you like double entrance?
I liked it. It was pretty cool.
I thought it was cool.
The opposing teams.
The chandelier hanging in the middle.
Yeah, it was very classy.
I liked it. I was a big fan.
Vegas. But, and this was one of those pay-per-views where you're actually kind of excited to watch the fucking pre-show. The pre-show, they called it the buy-in, right?
Yep.
Like I said, everything's thematic, right? It's fucking amazing. They had the casino battle royale.
Yes.
Which they started off with 5 guys, and then
it's 5 guys from each suit in the deck.
Mm-hmm. It starts with 5 guys in the ring, and then
They
shuffle the deck. Couple of minutes later, whatever suit gets pulled up, whoever pulled that suit, 5 more guys come in.
Right.
The thing. And then they have the Joker card, which is the last card pulled from the deck.
Number 21.
Number 21. And that's basically a single person that you don't know is going to be in.
Could be anybody.
Is
it CM Punk?
Is it Jon Moxley?
No.
We thought it was going to be Jon Moxley.
We thought it was going to be Jon Moxley, but we were
Spoiler alert.
Surprised.
Thought it was going to be Jon Moxley.
Later on. But who drew the Joker card was the Hangman, Adam Page, who was scheduled to fight Pac, and then due to wrestling's dirty politics and Pac being a dick, that match didn't happen.
No. And
because Pac doesn't want to lose when he's the Dragon Gates champion, and eventually he would have had to lose to him or Chris Jericho or whomever.
Yeah. He didn't want to have any of that. So, it was kind of like, oh, okay. Not really surprised, but surprised. It's kind of supposed to be surprised, and you're like, okay. What was interesting about this Battle Royal was that there were so many different types of wrestlers in the ring.
And people you've never heard of. I never heard of Luchasaurus.
Yeah, Luchasaurus, who was massive, by the way.
Loved Luchasaurus.
Oh my god. Him and his mask and like...
And that Battle Royal, dude, that was what a Battle Royal needs. It's got nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's got the cutting edge new guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the guy that you wanted to see in it.
Yeah.
You know, it had all those factors, and everybody got a great spot.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was showcasing this
Even
match.
the guy with no legs.
Yes, Dustin
Thomas.
Dustin Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Also Jungle Boy, Luke Perry's son.
Okay, by the way, totally looks like a young
Identical.
Luke Perry.
Identical.
Totally
No.
looks like a young Luke Perry.
You
He's
know,
only 21.
I know. He looks like
21
he's 15.
years old. He looks like he's 12.
He looks like Mowgli.
Actually, he should have called himself instead of Jungle Boy. I mean, I guess that was kind of the route he was
Lawsuit
going.
free.
Shit, yeah. That would have been really funny though.
One of my personal favorites, Orange Cassidy, showing up out of his own fucking free will. He was great. He just sauntered up. He took 10 minutes to get into the ring.
Yeah, because he circled the ring. And then when he finally got in
He
the
hit on
ring.
Penelope.
Yeah, and then when he finally got in the ring, he was like, hands in pockets.
Yep.
Hey. Well, let's run through this real quick because we had Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy
fucking
Dreamer got the tail end of
showed
the Battle Royal.
showed up in there with a fucking trash can and shit. You had Joey Janela with his fucking
Smoking a cigarette in the middle of the ring.
cigarillo, which
Breaking all kinds of fire rules.
eventually got stapled to his forehead.
It got stapled to his forehead by Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc is a psychopath. I
He
love it.
is
I
amazing.
love
I
it.
can't for him and Moxley.
I
They're so
love
fucking
it.
good.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Death match. Let's go.
Who else do we have in that? We also had Sunny Days, who was on the road to Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Cutler, who was on the road to Double or Nothing.
Mhm.
You had one of my favorites, MJF.
MJF is who EC3 wishes he was.
MJF is so good.
It's funny
He's
because you
so
actually said
good.
that first. You said that MJF is like a better version of EC3.
Yep.
And when I look thinking about it, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, like
Dude, we'll get into
MJF.
it later on, but the shit that he was saying,
Oh,
even
dude.
during this match,
Yeah.
he's calling the fucking no-legged guy, you Lieutenant Dan.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually made me kind of sad.
Cruz got very emotional.
I
at
got
that
very
point.
emotional. I was like, what the fuck? That was kind of rude.
So, also, just to give you a little inside info, we did attend the event, but we also watched it
Yes, we did.
on BR
Just
Live.
before doing this podcast, we decided to watch because it's a different experience, right? Much different experience watching it live versus watching it on television because you don't hear the commentary.
You don't
when
get
you're watching
JR.
it live. You don't really see up close, for example. Like
And the shit that they missed.
yeah, and the stuff that there was a couple of spots where we're like, wait, how did I miss that? I was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because camera angles and whatnot.
Missing the Joey Janela whole thing where he got stapled to his head.
Sunny Kiss, my favorite, was
One of your favorites.
that was the best when he did his fucking finisher on
When he ass-faced Tommy
Tommy
Dreamer.
What does he call that move again? I forgot. But
Is it the
kiss
ass
my
to
ass.
mouth?
No, I think it's kiss
Oh.
my ass. Kiss my ass or something. Or
Kiss my ass?
Something.
Might be
Kiss
it.
my something. I don't even know.
Sounds something.
That was great.
And then Dreamer got the Shins of Fury.
Wait. Well, what about an appearance by a former WWE?
Billy Gunn,
Oh, Billy Gunn, and also
who looks great for 78 years old.
Sean Spears, formerly known as
Ty Dillinger.
the perfect.
They called him the Perfect 10.
The perfect.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, they called
On
him.
commentary, they called him the Perfect 10, so I
Perfect
guess
10.
they can use that.
Yeah.
And then he really played the shtick up, obviously.
Yeah.
But I thought this battle royal was just so good, man.
It's really good. Yeah, and
You really got a taste of everybody.
I liked it because it was full of different types of wrestlers
Yep.
too. Aside
Ace Romero,
yeah,
giant
like
fucking dude.
and you've got like old school. Billy Gunn was there.
Yep.
You have a lot of new school kids. You also have faces that you've seen in other places, and you got a guy with no legs, which I thought was really cool. Because
I thought it was
it's
really
like
cool to the guy with no
the
legs.
diversity of. But okay, you want to know what's funny though, Vance? Technically, okay, I'm not being mean when I say this. Like it's a genuine fucking question.
Okay.
Technically, that guy can't lose because the rules of a battle royal is
Cruz, I know where you're going with this.
your feet gotta touch the ground.
Cruz, I think a stub counts.
I liked him.
Like, could you see
You know what I
JR
liked?
saying,
You want to know?
both stubs hit the ground.
You want to know what I liked about the spot with him was when MJF came to try and like bully him basically,
Yeah.
and then here comes fucking
Sean Spears.
to save the day,
Yeah.
only to have that motherfucker eliminate him. A guy with no legs eliminated him.
Let me tell you something. You never trust a guy with no legs, because if you put him down and he's not in that place an hour later, what does that mean? Anyways, but the shit that he was doing, dude.
Yeah.
He's bouncing on the ropes and shit.
Well, the way if you remember that moment when MJF is bullying him again for like the 5th or 6th time in that entire match, and then Shawn Spears comes and all of a sudden the way he pulls him down, he pulls him because he's on top of the rope. Remember?
Yep.
He's on top of the rope, but he has no legs, so he was able to drop down with his hands and push fucking Shawn Spears over the rope, and you're like,
it was crazy to
that
watch.
motherfucker.
Dude, it was crazy to watch this thing live because fucking every chance he got, MJF would just go over and start stomping on his poor
like
fucking
he was
guy with
such
no
a
legs.
dick, dude.
Oh, it was so good. It was so
such
good.
a dick.
But your winner of the match, the Hangman
Page,
Adam
with a
Page.
fucking fucked up knee, no less.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
But yeah, he won that match. The last person he threw out was MJF.
That's true.
You know, and Luchasaurus making it down to the final.
Yeah, Luchasaurus.
Final
That guy's
grade.
massive.
Dude, he's so big.
That guy's big.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see some Luchasaurus matches in AEW.
And then, okay, so that was a great way to...
Great way to start the show. Great way to
Kick off
start the
the show.
pre-show. I'm sure that got some buys.
Yep. And then following that match, Vance, still in the buy-ins, still in the pre-show, was the first ever singles match in AEW history.
Yes.
Kip Sabian, British wrestler,
He's from
versus
Great Britain.
Sammy Guevara,
Yes. Sammy Guevara, the Panda Man.
the Panda Man.
He's wearing a panda suit.
Wait, was he wearing a panda suit? I don't
He
remember him
had a
wearing
fucking panda hat on.
Oh,
And he had pandas on his Titantrons.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, of course you weren't. He was too busy saying, I'm going to go to get some popcorn right now. But I thought it was a great match, great introduction to do brand new wrestlers for a lot of the
Yeah.
mainstream market.
Yeah.
A lot of great spots in the match.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sabian won, right?
Sabian won.
Yep. So, and then we go into
The actual
Double or Nothing.
So the when the main show started, kick things off with a tag match.
We'll kick things off with a certain person entering the announce booth.
Oh,
You may know him from such things as WWE or WCW, now AEW. Jim Effin Ross. Did you see his t-shirt he's got? It says Jim Effin Ross, slobber knocker and since fucking whatever.
I want that shirt.
I know. It's
Jim
sick.
Effin Ross, slobber knocking. Oh my
Hashtag
God.
barbecue.
Gotta get that barbecue sauce. So yeah, JR was on commentary. Let's talk about this for a second. We had
Okay.
JR in commentary. We had Excalibur.
And Alex Marvez.
And Alex Marvez you were saying is
I'm
from
not
the-
sure what he's from.
Oh, damn it, never mind.
He seemed timid. He seemed a little timid. Like on the road to Double or Nothing and on the press
Yeah.
conferences and stuff, I think he's better at the hosting
Okay,
thing
okay.
than announcing for now. I mean, he seemed like he had moments,
Mm-hmm.
but he also repeated a lot of the shit that JR said, and you could tell JR was kind of getting flustered every now and then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
Excalibur was tremendous.
Yeah.
You know? I thought it was great commentary. I thought the production of this was
Everything about
so
it
solid.
was just so.
It was so solid.
Oh! Can we also mention how they pyro Vance?
Pyro and
Okay,
Ballyhoo.
listen. It may not have been like explosive pyro, but it was enough pyro to be like,
It was fire.
yeah.
Love fire.
They kicked that off with the fucking
First person to get it, I think, was Kylie. Oh no,
No.
the national anthem.
The national anthem. They said we're not even gonna talk about that. Anyways.
Cruz kneeled during the national anthem.
I did not.
No,
What do I look like to you? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even have my hand on my. We're not even gonna talk.
I
about
did
this.
too, and a lot of people didn't. And I asked one guy, I go, "Are you gonna remove your hat?" So, anyways,
So then we have the first tag match.
first tag match in AEW history. It is SoCal Uncensored.
SCU.
SCU versus Stronghouse.
Where are they from?
They're from OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment.
Huh.
Not offensive.
I mean,
I thought you were supposed to say Oriental.
that's what they're called though.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
like
fine.
Oriental Rug is offensive. You should know this. So, anyways, in the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment's finest of Strongheart, you got Shima,
Okay.
you got T-Hawk,
Okay.
you got this little fucking butterball L. Lindemann, He was just the smoothest, thickest, muscliest little Asian man I've ever seen.
Clearly paying more attention.
Incredibly strong man. Some of the shit that he was doing was insane. Highlights for me in this match: Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
Always a delight. Had some nice high spots. Frankie Kazarian, dude. The guy is just. You don't think a guy that looks like that could do the shit that he does.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because how old is he too? He's like.
He looks like he's 60.
He's definitely not 60, but he's older.
Alexa, how old is Frank Kazarian?
Frankie Kazarian is 41 years old.
He's 41. See, I know I have to do that. Okay, Alexa.
All right, Alexa, that's good.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, but
Frankie Kazarian is 41.
Alexa!
no, she's fucking with us.
Stop.
So yeah, so the winners of the match, SCU, after hitting a best Meltzer ever.
What is with everybody and their fucking finishing moves named after Meltzer?
It's fucking 5 stars, man. Did we get the ratings for this show yet?
No, we did
We
not.
get the Meltzer ratings
We
yet.
could probably go over that afterwards.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, they hit the Meltzer. I mean, the best moonsault in the world.
Yep.
Christopher Daniels. Then we got into the triple threat match
Oh, okay.
that we had Britt Baker, DMD. JR was very specific to point out that meant dentist.
For those that don't know,
Yes.
she is really, in fact, a dentist.
It stands for Doctor of Medicinal Dentistry.
Wow.
Sounds right. So we had Britt Baker. And then speaking of teeth, smiles, Kylie Ray. See what I did there? Smiley Kylie.
Smiley Kylie.
A.K.A. Bailey, done right. Bailey's a great wrestler, though.
No, I like Bailey.
I do
Bailey's
too,
great.
but she's just...
But that is definitely what Kylie Ray is. Kylie
Yeah.
Ray has this persona in the ring.
Persona.
Yeah, and the entire time she's fucking smiling, even when.
She got pissed off, though, in the match. When her bow came out.
Oh wait, that was great though.
Dude,
We'll get
so
to that
good.
in a second.
Also in the match, speaking of bows and arrows, the native beast.
Oh yeah,
Not wow, that was a really good transition.
that was really good.
Nyla Rose, the first
Wrestler.
transgender person to enter a wrestling ring.
Yep.
On
The first ever to enter a wrestling ring?
on AEW. On pay-per-view. I mean, WWE has never had a transgender.
No, you're right. No, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's correct.
That's
Actually,
probably
it's
the
correct.
first pay-per-view
Yeah.
transgender event.
Yeah. So Nyla Rose. Okay, so this is supposed to be a triple threat match, right?
And then what happens?
So then all of a sudden, Brandy Rhodes' music kicks on, and Brandy Rhodes comes out in full gear.
Chief Brandy Officer.
And I'm like getting excited because I'm like, oh my god, is she? Because I mean, if you guys watch
Road to Double or Nothing.
Roads to Nowhere, or was it Being the Elite?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. If you guys follow up on that show, you know there's an episode before, or the last episode or whatever, has Brandy Rhodes telling all 3 of those girls separately, oh yeah, you got this in the bag, you know, like
Cahoots.
that is
She's in cahoots.
She was in cahoots. And so she comes out, and I'm like,
Collusion, not cahoots.
no, cahoots. Collusion? We've been over this, Vance!
So she comes out full gear.
She comes in full gear, and I'm like, is she in the match? What the fuck?
Looks great.
No, she looks hot. She's
Looks
hot,
great
dude.
person.
Kidding me? To be a fly on the wall with her
And she
Cody
says, I was sincere with everything I said to you girls. You all have a chance of winning. And
Yeah.
played it up like she's going to get in the match. And then she goes, this could have been a great match.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to make it an awesome match.
Not gonna lie, it was the first thing that came into my mind.
And the Miz comes out.
This is now an intergendered
No.
match. No, I'm just kidding.
Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong fucking comes out.
Karma from WWE.
And you know what's crazy too? Because you got Nyla Rose in there, right?
She dwarfed her.
Fucking Awesome Kong comes in the ring, and you see her and Nyla Rose just face to face, and you're like, oh my god, she's just like towering over. I think they said that she was like 200 pounds or something like that.
200
Like,
pounds, yeah.
goddamn!
She's a big woman.
But I mean, yeah, it was a good match.
I thought it was a good match. I like the Britt Baker one.
Yeah, Rebecca
I
won. The
can tell you-
dentist one.
The, de-
Can we just talk about her intro real quick?
the
Like,
doctor may see you now.
The doctor may see you now.
I would so go to Britt Baker as my dentist. She's like, please stop biting my finger. Just want to taste, Brett. It's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit, Cruz.
She'll give you fucking, what do you call it? Nitrous or whatever.
Oh my god, I could do nitrous with Britt Baker.
Yeah, she'll fucking give you nitrous, you'll just knock the fuck out, and then you'll be like, why the fuck are my teeth gone? That's what you get for...
rip my teeth out?
Because that's what you get for biting me.
I bite my dentist all the time. My dentist is always say, open please, open. I have a problem opening my mouth wide.
Good to know.
And that's a great transition into, speaking of opening your mouth wide, the best friends. Trent Beretta and sexy Chucky T.
Sexy Chucky T.
Facing off against Angelico. Not Angelico,
no,
like
Angelico.
I thought it was.
It's Angelico.
Angelico, who's from Johannesburg.
What?
He's from Johannesburg.
Why is that so funny?
He teamed up with Jack Evans, who's not from Johannesburg.
No.
But they both looked like they enjoy Monster Energy drinks and motorbikes.
Mostly, what's his
And Angelico, who is from Johannesburg.
Alright, moving right along.
Great match.
No, it was a good match.
Jack Evans is a little fucker. He flips and does all kinds of crazy shit.
He does push-ups when he realizes he's not strong enough to,
And Angelico is just great worker. Great worker. Terrible ring shooter.
Now, this was the match where something happened at the end, right?
Yes. So, okay, let's go over what ended this match. So, the ending of this match is
Best Friends
with
won.
the Doomsday device.
Best Friends won.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Chucky takes it and they win. But the lights go out. Who shows up? Kratos from God of War.
He does kind of look like Kratos, not gonna lie.
And Mil Muertes if he worked at a Burger King. I don't know their real names. Do you remember their real names?
No.
I think it was Davin. It just says unnamed. Oh, it's the Super Smash Brothers.
Duh.
It's the Super Smash. And
It's
that's
him
why
and his
they show
Goombas.
So all
And
his Goombas. I think it's El Primo Numero Uno.
Okay. Well.
El Macho de Numo. And his friend Kratos. They show up. And then these minions, there's millions of them. There were like probably 40 of them in the ring.
I don't think it was 40 of them. But
They're beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then they form this weird throne. Not a Game of Thrones, a throne of minions.
It really was like a...
It was weird. But I like it. I like it.
Minions, yeah.
It was a great introduction to a weird team I've never heard of that has minions.
Yeah.
So does that mean that they always come to the ring with 30 people? Is it like fucking, what's his name? Who had the freaks and all that shit? They used to do ecstasy.
Oh,
what was his name? Not Leo Kruger. That was his...
No.
Adam Rose. Adam Rose. Thank you. Adam Rose. With his rosebuds.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had Braun Strowman was a rosebud.
Shut the fuck up.
There he is, Braun Strowman, rosebud extraordinaire. I think some other people were. But yeah, like how these minions just come down to the ring with them every time.
I just kind of look at it as like, like No Way Jose when he has his conga line.
Okay, that's a better reference.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Okay.
Like, what are you doing coming here with all these people?
Up next, we had a six Japanese six-woman tag match.
Get your words
And it was Haruko Shida, who had a kendo stick. That's how I remember her. Because Shida begins with S, and so does stick. So kendo, stick. Ryo Mizunami, who is a Final Fantasy character because Ryo is a Street Fighter character.
Right.
And
Aja Kong.
Riho.
Oh, wait, Riho.
And Riho.
Okay.
Because you're in Weho. So Riho.
So it's those three versus Aja Kong.
I think it's Aja Kong.
Yuka. No, it's Aja.
Is it Aja?
They pronounced it Aja, the commentary.
Aja.
I mean, it would be cooler as Asia, but...
Aja's a beast.
But they said Aja. Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazawa, or no, Sakazaki, sorry, and Emi Sakura.
Emi Sakura, who was dressed as Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
And came out to a very weird Queen
She had the
version.
microphone and the mustache and everything.
She had the mustache.
And the coat.
And,
And then at some point in the middle of the match, they started, we will be.
Cruz is terrible, by the way.
Yeah,
at claps.
yeah, let's just not.
Because
Okay?
this is Cruz during the Kenny Omega. I'm like, Cruz, what are you doing? You're like,
Fuck off, anyways.
But anyways, okay, so this was a fucking awesome match.
Okay, I have to say this right now. That 6-woman tag match, I felt was more exciting than and I'm not. There's no bad. I don't think there was a terrible match at all.
No.
On this card, just to be clear. But if we're talking about the women's matches, I felt like that 6-woman tag match was like way better than
It was unbelievable.
than that fatal 4-way.
It was unbelievable.
Like it was everything that they did from beginning to end. I was just like, what the fuck? And they looked like fucking anime characters, video game characters. What's her name? Looked like fucking Yuna from Final Fantasy.
She did, Rio.
And then the other one looked like she looked like she was in a Mortal Kombat or some shit.
Jade.
Like, how about is it Rio? Who's the little one that's 21 years old, been wrestling since she was for like 13 years?
That is, I think she was team. No, she was fighting Aja. So I think that's Rio.
Rio, yeah. I think you're right. I think that was Rio. She is petite and tiny. She's got to weigh
so
like
small.
She's got to weigh like 70 pounds soaking wet, man. She's
And they
so
kept
tiny.
putting her with Aja Khan.
Yeah, because she's tiny.
And she was good.
No, but she was good. But it was interesting because they were. We wouldn't have known this had we not watched with the commentary and everything. But I think it was JR that even mentioned it, saying how she's 21 years old.
Yep.
And has been wrestling for 13 fucking years.
She's been wrestling since she was 8.
That's true. That's true.
Can you imagine wrestling at 8?
But I mean, it's wild because you know that move that happened where she slipped right out into a bridge.
Yeah.
I was just like, and she did it so effortlessly.
She was
She
smooth.
did so smooth. Everything.
Did you hear the audience chant, "This is wrestling"?
Yes.
Women's Revolution 2.0.
Yeah, dude. Like everything about. I mean, in Aja Kong, she is.
So now, where are most of them from? Japan, right?
Yes.
Japan. Okay. There was a fuck up during that match.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it wasn't the ref. It was the bell ringer." I think it was the bell ringer. It was definitely the bell ringer because after watching it again, because we were there and everyone started chanting, "You fuck," or was it "You fucked
You
up"?
fucked up.
So what ended up happening was
You fucked up.
just when you thought that the team of Aja Kong's team,
Yes.
everyone thought that Aja Kong's team was gonna win.
Yep.
And
Well, because the bell was ringing.
the ref came and it was a 2 count and they rang the
But
bell.
they rang the
And
bell.
the music started playing and everything and you're like, what? And the ref literally was like, no, it was 2.
Yeah.
It was 2. And then everybody
Great
starts
job.
chanting.
I love the referees with the AEW too. Just a side note, they all have names. They gave them all names.
Mm-hmm.
They've all got their little personality traits.
Yeah.
You know, I really think it's gonna be like WCW refs, like where you had like Mick Patrick and he was a dick and fucking
Yeah, like
Little
a
Nate.
heel, like a heel.
Yeah, like I
ref,
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so then that happened, and then they reversed it, and it ended up being that the other team ended up winning.
Yep.
So just when you thought that Aja Kong's team was gonna win, they reversed it, and then they ended up fucking winning.
Kendo stick girl one.
Kendo Stick Girl, she was the one that with the pin. It was a pinfall.
Next.
But that was good. But so let's this next match, Vance, that we're about to mention to you guys right now. The most emotional, but also great fucking storytelling, dude.
Just thinking about this, I'm getting misty.
Seriously, because
When
every
that-
other match that we saw on that card, there was a lot of high spots, a lot of high flying spots, a lot of
this was just
flippy shit, a lot of crazy stuff, right? This match, dude, like even just thinking, yeah, I'm getting teary eyed. Oh my god.
this match with the story they were telling
Mm-hmm.
of and Dustin Rhodes coming out the night before at the weigh-in
Yeah.
wearing a shirt that said Dusty's favorite. And then
So
for
everyone
them-
started chanting that too.
and let's talk about the entrances.
Okay.
Because we got Cody coming out You know, he comes out happy-go-lucky. He's got a blue outfit on.
He's got like a fucking royal robe. Dude.
Yeah, it
like
was
he's a fucking
like
with
an
his cane.
admiral. Like he's an admiral.
Yeah.
Or some kind of a nautical captain.
No, like an admiral or king because he had that fucking furry and then
King,
I
because
don't
he's a
even-
throne.
I don't even fucking know.
But,
Well,
so
there
he
was a
walks
throne.
by a throne
Yes.
that is shaped
Like an iron cross. Don't even say it. It's an iron cross.
the Triple H's thing
Yes.
with skulls. And he goes to the ring, and Brandy, in her best Stephanie McMahon impression.
Okay, first of all, can we just talk about this for a second? Side note, off topic. Brandy Rose, very hot, right? Brady said that. She had to have had like 6 fucking wardrobe
Yeah.
changes this entire show. I loved it. But
She's the
anyways,
best.
she goes under the ring and grabs a sledgehammer, Vance.
And do you know who uses sledgehammers, Cruz?
Who?
Do you know who's notorious for using a sledgehammer?
I don't know, Vance, tell me.
Do you know who uses a sledgehammer more than anyone?
Go on.
Construction workers. But in a close second, Triple H. Triple H is known for his sledgehammer.
So, symbolically, because it's clearly what's happening here, right?
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Symbology.
So, fucking Brandy Rhodes hands her husband this fucking sledgehammer. He walks over to this golden. It's golden. I forgot to mention this part. It's golden in case you guys
Oh,
didn't
I
catch.
thought it was stone.
It was gold.
Is it gold?
It looked gold to me.
I thought it was like a shitty stone, like this is the throne, it's been here for a while.
No, it looked like it was gold to me. Maybe I'm
Maybe it was
maybe I'm
gold.
colorblind. I don't even fucking know. Well, anyways, regardless, he takes the fucking sledgehammer. Didn't he give it a kiss before he fucking used it? I felt like he.
I didn't see that.
Okay, well, anyways, he takes the sledgehammer and he just slams it into this fucking iron cross throne.
And he destroys it
And, like,
with pyro.
yeah, poof.
I felt like it almost reminded me of, I don't know if you've ever seen the Indiana Jones stunt show
Yes.
in beautiful Disney World.
Yes.
It
Yes.
reminded me of a shitty thing from that when he hit it with the sledgehammer. Like, that was a little bit too cheesy for me.
Yeah.
When he hit it with the sledgehammer and the puff of smoke and the thing kind of fell over. And just,
Yeah, 'cause, like it was like electronically.
Yeah, it would have been so much
controlled
cooler if
or
you just hit the
whatever.
thing and like the whole thing goes up in
Yeah.
flames or some shit. But anyways, so then Dustin comes out. Great song.
Mhm.
Sounds like the Goldust song. Then transitions into this fucking hillbilly thing. It's
Mhm.
awesome. He's wearing red and black face paint instead of the traditional gold face paint. Oh, maybe it was gold, and the throne.
Because if you want to think too deeply into it, right?
I will go
For
very
those
deep.
that aren't aware, right? In case you guys haven't really gotten into stuff outside of whatever it is that you're into in the wrestling world. The storytelling behind all of this, right, is you've got 2 brothers whose father, okay, in case you don't know,
His name was Dusty.
Dusty Rhodes, okay, is their father. And these 2 brothers are from 2 different generations.
Yes.
We look at this match more than just blood versus blood, brother versus brother. This is generation versus generation. They're, what was it, 17 years apart in
Right.
age? 17 years.
27 years apart.
Excuse me, 27. Oh my god, I can't do math.
No, 17. 33.
He's 50. Dustin is
17.
50.
17, I did it.
Yeah, Dustin is 15. His brother is 33. 17.
Dustin is 50, not 15.
I said 50.
You said 15.
Whatever, he's 50.
Who said
Dustin
that?
Rhodes is 50 years old. His brother, Cody, is 33.
Yes.
So it's generation versus generation. And Cody's whole thing was,
He hates the Attitude
I'm
Era.
trying to kill the Attitude Era.
He
He
hates
even
it.
wore a fucking belt that said Attitude Killer. And I feel like the throne was supposed to be, and he even mentioned it later on
In a post-show.
in a post-show interview, the symbolism behind it and how like it kind of what it represents. You know, obviously it kind of represents a little bit of Triple H. He was a part of the Attitude Era. They even had Hebner. Hebner was the fucking ref.
Earl Hebner.
Yeah.
Straight out of Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes. And for those who don't know, Earl Hebner was the ref from that very infamous story that you all might remember. Okay.
Yes.
The Montreal screw job, all right, with fucking Bret Hart and
I have no
Shawn
sympathy
Michaels.
for Bret Hart. Bret Hart. Screw Bret Hart. I love that.
So yeah, fucking what was I gonna say?
This match, first of all, let's talk about this match. Goldust doing a Canadian Destroyer. Fucking
dude,
doing a cannonball.
first
off
of all,
the ring.
there's a lot of things things that we saw Dustin Rhodes do in that ring that we've never seen him do in WWE ever.
I like the callbacks to the Stardust.
Oh yeah, Stardust. He did fucking Cody Rhodes did a cartwheel.
It was so good.
Like,
It was just so good. He splits them wide open. There's blood everywhere.
No. Who really split him open?
Brandy.
So there's a point in the
His
match.
sister-in-law.
You know, they go back and forth. It was such a good match. I couldn't figure out who was gonna win because they kept going back and forth with each other that I was like, who's gonna fucking win this? I fucking don't know. And at one point, you know, the padding from the turnbuckle gets removed and thrown into the crowd, and Cody has his big brother on the turnbuckle underneath that, and here comes Brandy Rhodes with what we still can't figure out what it was. I'm reading stuff online
it might
saying
have been the hammer
from the bell.
From the bell.
Because it looked too big to be a sledgehammer. I mean, too
Yeah,
small to
it
be a
wasn't a
sledgehammer. And it definitely didn't look like a cane. Because everywhere that I've read, people are saying, oh, she hit him in the head with a cane. But I'm
See,
like...
we were sitting literally on the opposite side.
We're sitting on the opposite side. And even watching it on the playback on the
They don't
pay-per-view...
really show it.
You
Oh, it's during a replay.
It's during a replay.
Yeah,
so you can't really
that's
tell.
terrible production
So you see a shot of Brandy coming in and clocking Dustin Rhodes in the head, the forehead, with what looks like a tiny little hammer. Of course, he rolls... Oh, she spears him, remember?
She spears him after
she spears him after she busted him open.
Because the blood was on the floor by then.
Yeah, so she spears him, and this whole thing happens. DDP makes an appearance. DDP
Loves pitching DDP yoga. I'm surprised.
I'm telling you, I know this guy. I got this guy lost 300 pounds.
I got a YouTube video. 78 million views.
Wait, hold on. That was at like 10 a.m. So it's been
now
a couple hours. So it's
million.
probably 89. Yeah. So
but yeah, he carries her away.
So because of her interference, DDP comes out, chucks fucking Brandy Rhodes over his shoulder, and then walks away. Also, almost missed the tunnel because everyone's so confused with.
Yeah, fucking hey man, that's a dangerous spot.
So meanwhile, that's happening. Dustin ends up back in the ring. He's busted fucking open, blood everywhere.
I have not seen a crimson mask like this on a television show for wrestling. Probably since like the Triple H Cactus Jack Hell in a Cell was like that much blood.
That was like a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was just covered. Like, he had red face paint. It was gone. It was just blood.
Well, yeah, he had half of his face was painted red already, and his entire face is just drenched in blood.
Unreal.
And dude, it was wild. Oh, no, what was great was Cody Rhodes licked it from his hand, took it from the floor, and just wiped it all over his body.
Dude, they were both covered in blood.
They were both covered in blood.
Cody Rhodes blonde.
I mean, Hebner was even covered in blood.
Hebner was covered.
Like, it was a bloody fucking match. So let's just skip ahead. So then, they're going back and forth for a while after he's busted open. Like, damn, dude, you're losing so much blood, bro. Eventually, the younger brother,
Cody Rhodes wins.
He fucking wins. He beats his older brother, and
starts to walk away. And Dustin decides to.
He has a moment. Dustin Rhodes has a moment in the middle of the ring. We couldn't see because we're sitting behind him. And, he's taking off the boots.
Starts to take off the boots, which is a symbology of retirement in the wrestling industry.
Yeah, like, you're done. You're taking off your boots.
Boots are off.
And, Cody Rhodes at
he's
first...
50.
Yeah, he's 50. Cody Rhodes is, like, walking up the ramp, like, away from the ring at this point, only to return, grabs the mic, looks at his brother, and, it's so emotional already. Like, you don't even know what's going to happen. Dustin's got his eyes are welling up in tears. He was already kind of tearing up, taking off his boots. Yeah. Like, this is it for me. This is my one last ride, is what they kept saying. One last ride. And Cody takes the mic and he's like, you're not allowed to retire here. And you're like, where's he going with this?
It was mean.
It was kind of like, it started off kind of mean.
I thought it was mean.
And he's like, you're not allowed to retire here. And then he says something, I'm going to need a favor. And you're like, uh-oh, what's happening? And I'm not going to lie. When he initially said this next part that I'm going to say, I thought he meant something else. He said, I signed up for Fighter Fest, which is happening in Florida, right?
That's happening in Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach, yeah. And he says, I signed up and got to choose a partner that I want. With a partner of my choosing.
Team up against the Young Bucks.
And then you realize where he's going with it. Because at first I was like, wait, does he mean they're going to fight again? You know what I mean? Because at first that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
The way it was his phrasing.
I
The way he phrased it, I was like, wait, does he want to fight his brother again? Like, what the fuck? And then he mentions the whole tag team thing about, like, you know, against the Young Bucks. And I'm like, oh, shit. And, you know, he starts to say this speech and starts saying how, you know, I don't need a friend. I don't need a partner. And he starts to cry.
I need my older brother.
Dude, just thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God. It was fucked up, too, because remember when
He
this...
said it when he was crying.
When the...
He was like, I need my older brother.
There was at one point, Vance, where as he was talking, I looked at you and I even chuckled. I was like, oh, don't start crying now, Vance. And you're like, shut up,
She's
Cruz.
a bully.
And then when he said that line, I need my older brother, like, you know, started crying. And then they embraced each other and covered in blood. I was like,
oh, Dusty's looking down. Dusty's looking down. He's so proud. Hard times, baby. Hard times, baby.
Very emotional moment, dude.
Oh my God. Everyone was crying. There was a lot of people out
The
there
epic
crying.
storytelling in that, though, dude.
If they can do this on a weekly show, you get yourself a home run.
Oh, yeah. Because spoiler alert,
that's storytelling.
spoiler alert, they're going to be TV 14.
On TNT.
Sorry. So epic fucking match.
Epic match.
Like, dude, it's hard. The next match, it's so hard to decide what was the match of the night, but we'll get into that in a minute. So following that match, Vance, they put out the red carpet.
Yes.
You know, onto the ring.
And they brought out the British comedian. British comedian.
Yes, Jack Whitehall.
Jack Whitehall.
Yeah. He comes out, and the minute, because, you know, they didn't announce this, it was a legit surprise, but right off the bat, he's like, you know, here to introduce the world title of AEW,
yep.
right? He's like, is the best there was, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there. And as soon as he started saying that fucking line, dude, I jumped to my feet. Remember, I was like, dude, oh my God.
It was Bret fucking
Hart comes out carrying the fucking belt in its little, you know, bag or whatever.
Little bag.
Comes out, talks about how he's honored to be there, you know. And
loves WCW.
Like WCW. That was actually kind of funny.
It's great to be here at another World Championship Wrestling match. All right, Brian.
Did he forget his lines? No, I'm just kidding. So he comes out, but then he introduces the winner because so basically what's gonna happen is since Adam Page won the Casino Royale, right?
Casino Battle Royale.
The Casino Battle Royale. He gets to face whoever wins the main event of this night, right? Jericho versus Omega for that title.
Yes.
So of course Bret Hart calls Adam Page to come out. He comes out only to be interrupted
by Michael Jacob Friedman.
MJF.
With
his fucking scarf.
This motherfucker comes out, and the first thing he does is he goes, "Look out, Brett! There's a fan!" And I was won over at that point. That's when between that and the Lieutenant Dan thing, MJF has won me over as just.
I gotta say,
great heel.
MJF is definitely. He's a really good heel, dude.
The promo he cut on Adam Page, calling him Seabiscuit and shit.
Yeah, and it's not like
effortless.
It's everything on the mic that he does on the mic is not. It's like natural.
Yep.
You know, for lack of a better word that I'm trying to think of, like he's just naturally a good heel. I feel like I don't think I could see him as a face. You know what I mean?
No.
Like ever. But so he comes out, talks a bunch of shit. At one point, he fucking yells at Bret Hart, like, "Look at me, old man."
Oh, he said, "Look at me, old man."
Yeah, look at me, old man, because he wants to steal his fucking line, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the best there is, there ever was." And he's, "You know what? Fuck it. That line is so stupid." He's like, "I'm just the best."
That
anyways.
catchphrase sucks.
Yeah, catchphrase sucks or whatever. And then I think Adam Page attacked, or no, Adam Page didn't attack him because
fucking Jungle Boy and Jimmy Havoc came out.
Yeah, Jungle Boy and Jimmy Havoc come out.
Jimmy Havoc coming out like a fucking Hellraiser.
Dude, the Crow.
Dude, what was that?
Like,
that mask?
A mix of a bunch
of shit. He's a fucking psychopath.
I love it. I fucking love it. So Jimmy Havoc and Jungle Boy come out, and fucking MJF is like, "You think I'm gonna fight a prepubescent boy?" The dude is 21.
So
he looks so young. And then Adam Page fucking attacks him. They throw him into the crowd, and then Jimmy Havoc and they
take him away,
choke him with his own scarf, which I thought was lovely.
It's hilarious.
That is fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. So then Bret Hart lifts up that. Well, okay, let's talk about this title belt for a minute. Look at this belt.
I like this belt. It looks like the IWGP heavyweight title.
It's shiny, dude. It's fucking shiny.
Well, I mean, it's new, Cruz. It's gonna be shiny. Hey, you know what else is shiny? This belt. Hey, Cruz. Look at this belt. What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, the AEW title is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful fucking
I think
belt.
we might get replicas.
You know what? Maybe that's the belt that we should
That's
be
not
getting.
what we get replicas of.
Damn it.
That's like $500.
It's probably.
It looks heavy.
Dude, Bret Hart was lifting that shit and had to put it down.
Bret Hart, by the way, way to miss your cue on showing the fucking title.
Poor guy.
Oh, camera's over here.
Like, wait, all right,
Camera's in front of me.
Can you think of the director in the back, like, switch to camera 2, switch
Oh,
to camera
can you
2,
imagine?
and then like they
Imagine.
switch it, and then he turns, and you're like, no, go back,
Go to
back,
three, go to three.
go to 3, Like,
Fucking it, man.
God damn it.
So yeah, they showed off the belt. The belt is beautiful. The person who'll be holding that belt is the winner of the Hangman, the Jericho Omega match.
Wait, that wasn't the next match. The next match was actually
What was the next match?
the tag team for
yes.
the AAA.
Triple Day. That's what Justin wrote. For the Triple I always thought it was Triple A, but they pronounced it. It was like Triple.
They even said it on the screen. AAA.
Yeah.
Triple. Okay, anyways.
So
So the Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers.
and the Young Bucks are the current Triple champions,
Yes.
which they took from the Lucha Brothers.
Dude, this match, okay, as our producer / my boyfriend said, fatigued me.
This fucking match, it was almost like being on a treadmill because you're keeping your heart rate up the entire time.
Yeah.
And if you stop, you will fall off.
Dude, I held my pee
Thank God.
through the entire match because I didn't want to leave. I was like, I can't leave. What if it's over when I leave? You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
it was insane.
it's like, Murphy's Law, you get up and you're like, fuck, I missed it. You know what I mean? So I literally held, that match was pretty long. So what,
Yeah, it
half
was
an
like
hour?
30 minutes.
It was like a 30-minute match. So I'm like, I gotta go pee, but I'm just gonna eat my popcorn and not drink anything. You know what I mean? Like, take my mind off of it.
Fucking the salt
And
and
then,
popcorn will soak it up.
And then, standing up so many times, I'm like, I gotta
Oh my
fucking
God.
piss. No, but dude,
So many spots, dude. Ray
Dude.
Phoenix is a fucking not real.
that fucking match, bro. Dude.
And the Young Bucks,
Dude.
like they got like dad bods, but they fucking
There are worse dad bods, though.
they're
You know what I'm
flippy
saying?
flip. Well, they're not Jericho.
Yeah, that's the
Jericho
ultimate.
probably is
He was the
ultimate.
ultimate dad bod.
He is the
but,
dad bod king. King of the dad bod.
The Young Bucks are not terrible, you know what I mean, with body wise, but no, dude, they did some shit that they introduced a new move.
They did.
I didn't catch the name, but it was a new move.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did that sliced bread off the top.
Wait,
That's what it's called.
is that what it's called?
The sliced bread.
I had no idea that's what it was called.
It's fucking what's his name? Brian Kendrick's finisher. Where he grabs by the head and then like flips over. They do it off the top. Yeah. Sliced bread. But this match, I mean, oh my god. A lot of near falls.
Yeah, a lot of false finishes.
We saw every move under the sun.
They fucking did a lot of stuff in sync with each other, like when they did the double, just one thing that I'm remembering. They did the sharpshooter. Double
Yeah.
sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's one of the signatures. But when they fucking when Nick, I think Matt hit Pentagon with some kind of move, and then Nick ran past him to the top rope and jumped on fucking Ray Phoenix to the outside. It was just so smooth.
Yeah, everything about it was
Everything
smooth.
was smooth.
So smooth.
And Ray Phoenix is on
That
fucking
match
real.
kept the. I mean,
He's just
I feel like
flipping over the rope.
the entire venue,
Venue.
the entire crowd. We were so pumped the entire time through. We spent most of the time on our feet than when we were sitting down. We had pretty good seats too. You know what I mean? And this match was just like triple that. Like
It was unreal. I never seen anything
unfucking
like it.
real, dude.
I never seen anything like it.
Um,
Young Bucks pull it off.
Young Bucks
booking
pulled it
themselves
off.
over.
They won.
Classic.
Yeah, dude. And then now brings us to the final main event, Vance.
And what? Let's talk about the entrance for Jericho.
Oh, okay.
Where they had we
yeah.
had the errors of Jericho,
The
and
errors
the
of Jericho.
Lionheart, and the Y2J, and the list,
Yep.
and then it goes into fucking Judas.
Yep.
I like that song, by the way.
Oh yeah.
He's a great heel. Probably the
I
best.
know.
Probably the second best heel in the company behind MJF.
Yeah, I have to say. Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute with what happened at the end there, but yeah, like definitely Jericho knows what the fuck he's doing,
and he knows how to fuck with the audience.
Well, I mean, when you look at MJF, you know, we got like seasoned veteran in Jericho, and you got MJF up and coming, and it's like that's fucking gold. So yeah, Jericho's entrance, they fucking went through the eras of Jericho.
The light up jacket.
So even the list.
Yep.
So he comes out, and then following him, Kenny Omega comes out.
Kenny Omega, also from Manitoba.
Yeah, they're both Canadian, eh?
Manitoba. Hey, by the way, we love you, Canada.
Oh, Canada. I'm going to go to Canada in July.
We're going to go to Manitoba?
No, I'm going to go to Montreal.
Is that near Winnipeg?
Smack you, Vance. Fucking smack you.
But no, Kenny Omega came out. He came out dressed as an anime guy. That's like his thing.
And
great new theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Great new theme song.
Yep.
Very anime-ish.
Yep.
And this match was fucking... They put the pedal down and they stayed there. Yes. You know, they're flipping over the ropes. Fucking that spot with the table.
Dude, Jericho is like 50, almost 50.
I couldn't.
He's almost 50. And you're talking about dad bods and whatnot, whatever. Because, you know, there was a, you know, you got fucking Dustin Rhodes who's 50 and was doing some shit, right? You got Jericho who's older, you know.
He's 50.
He's 50. Fucking doing some shit himself in that fucking ring. Dude, too, man.
When he fucking did the lion salt after the lion salt, I was like, whoa, this dude's 50 years old. He's flippy.
Yeah, he's doing some flippy shit. For like a guy his size, not just age-wise, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but like...
He was doing some shit.
Saying he's fat?
I'm not saying he's fat.
What do you mean a guy his size?
He's got dad bod.
5'9"?
He's got dad bod. Dad bod.
He's got major dad bod.
He's got major dad bod. He's the winner of dad bods.
He is.
But no, like I'm saying, I'm not trashing the dude. Like for a guy that looks the way he does, he was pulling off some shit where you're just like, dang.
Well, you know what it was too is fucking he's so believable. Because like remember he botches that DDT.
Oh yeah, and then I gotta say, fucking
JR was great.
JR was great. You know, see, I told you it's such a different experience.
Omega, man.
And he was all like, that was the ugliest DDT I've ever seen. Yep. But then when he did it again, the second time,
he's like, oh, it was spot on.
That was a spot on DDT.
Love JR.
But no, like, and
Kenny his nose broke
his fucking nose from that kick.
Yep.
Fucking Jericho kicks him and like, okay, no, his nose is fucking broken. And he never got him in the one-wing angel the entire match.
Yeah, he had him lifted up three times. I feel like he had him lifted up 3 times. I feel like there was 3 attempts. There were 2 DDTs. 2 DDTs out of the 3, but I know it was more than 2. It was more than 2 attempts. So, you know, fucking Jericho has a new finisher. Was it called Judas? You mean this? Yeah. I'm gonna hit you with the Judas effect. That's how we do it here. Which I don't. I know. What do you think of it? It's like, But like for a finish. I don't like it against Kenny Omega. I don't like it as a finisher. And yeah, against Kenny Omega. And that was the finish. Because even the fucking commentary, they're like, oh, he was saving that one for the end. One of the commentators fucking goes on I think it was Alex Marvez. Has a conspiracy theory where he's like, I don't think the Judas effect's a real thing. He just wants Kenny Omega thinking about all the things he could possibly do. Like, why the fuck would you make a whole video and say my finisher is going to be the Judas effect? And then be like, ha! Gotcha! Fucking Alex Marvez. Get your shit together for All Out, which was announced. Oh, yeah. We'll go over that in the news portion of our show. So Kenny gets hit with the Judas effect. Boom. 1. Knocks him out! 3. I don't know how I feel about that. Jericho wins. How's your thoughts? Thoughts on it, Cruz? Go. Okay, I obviously was wearing my Kenny Omega shirt because obviously I was rooting for Kenny Omega to win. Right. Not surprised that Jericho won. I mean, obviously I was hopeful, like, yeah, come on. But, you know, we talked about this. Like, had Kenny won, we would have had Kenny versus Hangman Page. Which I don't want to do. Which, I don't know how. For the heel turn. I would not, no. I don't know if I want to see that. So, I think that's probably how it should have ended. I think that Jericho should have won.
Even though I was rooting for Kenny, just for that simple fact, like, okay, I'll watch Jericho versus Hangman Page.
Oh, totally.
But this is where we got to see heel Jericho on the mic, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about, like, I don't need you to cheer me, and you want to boo me, you fucking calm down, fucking marks.
This company's not for the fans. This company's for me.
And talking about, like, you know what I said when I was going to beat Kenny Omega? And at least he mentioned, he's like, yeah, I beat him with the skin of my teeth, but I still beat him no less. He fucking says, he beat him clean, yeah. He said,
all clean finishes.
that's true.
Whole show.
He said, I want to thank you. He's like, I want a thank you. You sure? And Vance, we had some sweet fucking seats in this arena, okay? Because while Jericho was fucking talking shit to the crowd starts to go wild and you have no idea.
It wasn't really wild, though.
No.
Until after.
So at one point, Jericho's eating it up, and all of a sudden you hear, well, from our perspective, it's different.
You hear a rumble.
You hear a rumble, and Jericho thinks it's for him.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you see, walking through the crowd, past us, by the way.
Right past it. Look at that.
Right, literally right past us. Yeah, right there. Fucking Jon Moxley.
AKA Dean Ambrose. AKA my favorite wrestler ever.
Jon Moxley,
Not
baby.
ever. But, okay, here's why I love this. Vegas is a town where I went to 2 pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. One of those pay-per-views was Money in the Bank in 2016.
When Dean Ambrose won.
When Dean Ambrose won the title. And this was a million times better.
Yeah.
Because you got to see how free he is and how unhinged, for lack of a better term, he really is. And you got to see the way his character is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And, I think that...
His outfit's cooler.
He's got ring gear instead of a fucking... I just showed up from the construction site.
Yeah.
But he fucking hits Jericho with the dirty deeds.
Yep.
He hits the referee with the dirty deeds.
I don't think we call it that anymore.
He hits the referee with the not so clean task. And then he goes to hit Kenny Omega with the not so clean task. And Kenny Omega pushes him to the outside. They brawl on the outside a little bit. They make a poker chip fall.
Yeah. They climb up the poker chips that's off to the side of the stage. Yep. It seems like Jon Moxley is trying to get away from Kenny Omega. And Kenny comes up top with him. Then Jon Moxley fucking...
hits him with a not so clean task.
Not so clean task. And then... when you think it's over, it's not over because all of a sudden he lifts Kenny Omega over his fucking...
Which Ambrose would never do.
No, Ambrose would
never did attitude adjustments. So he attitude adjusts.
It's called that either. Oh. It is an attitude adjustment, but I don't think it's called that.
It's a...
They did call it something, though.
Yeah.
Technically, it was
they did call it something?
I could have sworn they called it something, or I read somewhere that they called it something. But regardless, I mean, technically it was an A. When you look at it, it was an AA. You're like, oh, he's...
Or we can call it a fireman's carry. Fireman's carry slam.
Yeah.
Where it's
he lifts him up and then fucking slams...
Yeah.
He slams him off the chips, dude.
Onto
the stage.
This glass thing.
The stage looked like it even dented a little bit.
Yeah, I know what the fuck
I was like, damn, good night, Kenny Omega. Fuck.
And then you just get... The show ends with Mox.
And it literally ends with Moxley's fucking crazy face. Dude, so this fucking pay-per-view was nuts. We witnessed history, dude.
It was from start to finish. I thought I'd get bored during the Japanese tag matches. During like some of the matches, I thought I'd get bored. I had to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But then
you thought you would get bored, just so that we're clear.
I didn't get bored.
Yeah, there was a few moments where I was like, okay, is this gonna be a bathroom break for me? When am I gonna leave? And I fucking held my piss for for one of the matches because that's how much and how invested I was in like engaging, how engaged I was. Excuse me, how engaged I was. Yeah. Because I just didn't want to get up and fucking leave because I was too like, oh my god, like I need to see how this ends. So there's really not a boring card on not a boring match on the card.
No, absolutely not. I thought the announcement of the world title was perfect.
Yep.
I thought the Moxley thing at the end was obviously brilliant.
Yeah.
I like the production. I like JR. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I was gonna like JR.
I really like the fact that we were able to rewatch the paper. We watched the entire fucking thing. Jesus Christ. I'm really glad we were able to watch it from a different perspective and catch things that we didn't catch live, as well as hear the commentary, because that's the one thing that's different when you watch something live is you can't hear what people are saying.
Exactly.
So, dude, 10 out of 10 for me for this fucking pay-per-view.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You know how they say the Super Showdown is going to be better than WrestleMania? This was the best pay-per-view in the 10 years that Brandy said.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Absolutely.
It was insane.
Because when you think
it
about
it made All In look like... Because as good as All In was...
Yeah, All In was great. But this production...
fucking,
the production quality just amped itself up from All In.
Well, they get that TNT money now.
Yep. But, I just have to mention this because, you mentioned the last 10 years and all that. And, there's a lot of controversy. Not really controversy, but a lot of varying opinions from the fans, whether you're only loyal to WWE or you're just a wrestling fan in general, right? There's so many arguments here and there and whatever, but think about it. We watch WWE, obviously the majority of our podcast, we talk a lot about WWE stuff. Now AEW is brand fucking new and that's about to change. But my point being is that how many pay-per-views have we watched? I won't even say which ones, just in general. How many wrestling pay-per-views have we watched where we're like, is this over yet? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
Like, what is this gonna... What time is it? Jesus Christ, I'm falling asleep here.
Yep.
This pay-per-view did not feel like that.
It was 5 hours long.
It was 5 hours long.
It was 5 hours long from the pre-show to the...
Pre-show to the end. And it's like... Not once did I feel like, I'm getting tired. Oh, God, this is so boring. Oh, God, why... You know what I mean? Like, not once did I feel... And then even watching it on the television...
No, we watched the entire thing
Watched the entire fucking thing again. So it's like, I feel like... Yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what
I'm super stoked.
has fucking coming up.
And I would All Out looks amazing.
Yeah, All Out is amazing.
And then they got the Fighter Fest.
Fighter Fest.
And Fight for the Fallen, right?
Fight for the Fallen, yep.
Those three are the announced ones. So the closest one now is Fight for the Fallen?
I thought Fighter Fest was next. Am I wrong?
Fighter Fest? Yeah, Fighter Fest. You're right. It's Fighter Fest.
I think Fighter Fest is the one that's
I think
next.
that's
I could be wrong, but
June something.
Look it up. Yeah.
But yeah. So that was our AEW Double or Nothing.
And we're both the same on our feelings on it. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And we got to be there. We were there. We were there. Did you see the fucking Razor Ramon thing? By the way, so many Razor's edges. Did you notice that? A lot of crucifix holds. Like, you're seeing a lot of shit that we don't normally see in WWE, and it's cool to see.
Well, that's the thing.
A lot of neck shit.
And that's the thing, too, because a lot of, like I said, whether, for those you watching or listening, right, if you love wrestling like we do, you know what I mean? It shouldn't fucking matter,
No, you love the sport.
There's so many different things, and okay, whatever. WWE, like I read somewhere, someone commenting, WWE, yeah, sure, it's PG, but, that's where, my kids, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you got AEW, which is clearly not PG.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. When my kid gets older, he can fucking watch that. Whatever your choice may be.
Right.
The bottom line is, it's different for everybody. So there are things that you're going to see on AEW that you clearly will never see on WWE.
Oh yeah.
And if that's your taste, that's your taste. Or if you want something different to add to your roster, because there's so much wrestling during the week, man. You got Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown, Wednesday Night NXT.
Thursday night.
Impact is on Thursday, right?
Sure. Impact. What's that?
Oh, okay. See. Oh, wait!
Alley Impact?
I have to mention this. NJPW. Because with the announcement of John... Because obviously this was John Moxley's debut, in a sense, right?
Yes.
So it's been announced, confirmed, that he signed a multi-year contract with AEW, correct? Right?
Right.
And, one of the things that's in his contract is that he is allowed to do international shows.
When it's a light schedule, when there's no weekly television.
So when there's a light schedule, he's allowed. He's not
dates.
He's not exclusive to AEW the entire time. Which I'm excited for this, Vance. I showed you this clip just before we came on here.
Oh my god, it's so good.
John Moxley's Twitter. I love how since he's been reborn, I guess. Can we just use the word reborn?
That he uses social media.
That he uses social media now? Like Dean Ambrose never uses social media. But the fucking video clips that he's posting. So I saw this morning. I woke up at fucking 8 in the morning or whatever. On Twitter. And I see a retweet. I think Busted Open was the one that retweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this clip. And John Moxley literally just tweets the video. And he just ats and JPW's Twitter page. No comment
Well,
or
and then
anything.
they announced June 5th he's fighting.
Yep. And the video clip is basically the announcement that he's going to be fighting at. Oh my god, dude! I'm so excited.
Did they say who he's fighting?
They didn't say who he was fighting.
Okay.
It just said June 5th, 2019.
I'm so stoked.
So I'm like,
We'll be watching some NJPW.
I'm so fucking excited, dude.
So much. It's awesome.
So it's such an exciting time for wrestling, man. You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
best. This is so cool. We literally have competition for WWE right now.
Yeah.
There's legit
How about
competition.
the guys on the roster and gals on the roster of WWE tweeting
and
when
liking shit
and liking? Okay, my favorite was Big E's tweet. Okay, Big E from the New Day tweets, "I just want to wish everybody from Redacted to have a good show or something Redacted or whatever," and then like a couple of the guys in the roster that have requested their release. The Good Brothers. Revival.
FTR.
FTR. They tweeted some shit that were very subtle, but you knew what they were tweeting about. Like, for instance, when the tag matches were happening with the Young Bucks, the Revival tweeted just tag team wrestling. I think actually Scott Dawson was the one that tweeted that. Just said tag
Scott
team
Dawson is the bald one.
And then Carl Anderson fucking tweeted, "I miss my boys" or something like that.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into that one too deeply.
So
but
I just think you got a great show. You know, we got one.
yeah.
And you got one pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I really think that once TV starts, that's when we're really going to get a feel for this product and really figure out.
Yeah.
And we'll get something to bitch
But
about.
you know what though? You just seeing the upcoming talent too. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's crazy.
Like, I'm very hopeful that like when they do hit TV, it's going to be a good product for sure.
I agree.
Just look at the quality of the content they put out already. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's
All the YouTube
in one
videos
show.
and whatnot.
That whole thing was built on a YouTube.
Yeah.
So that is our AEW
review.
Double or Nothing.
We were there, Vance.
We were there.
We were there.
And you know what? We're going back.
We go to Chicago. We go
We
all
might go
out.
to Chicago.
Let's go to Chi-Town, baby.
Let's do
When
it.
is that?
Oh,
October?
that's gonna sell out so fast. These fucking pro wrestling tea people. Anyways, that's AEW. We are going to be doing a bunch of recordings this week
Yes, because we're
we are.
united
look at-
and it
look at-
feels so good.
I can touch.
Oh,
Cruz.
look, this is
I
not.
can touch. Cruz.
We're not in Blade
This
Runner.
isn't
You're
fucking
not a
CGI.
You're not a hologram.
That's it.
Wait, you know, like in Thor Ragnarok when his Loki likes to just show up.
Yes.
Throws rocks at him and then see it. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Cruz. On that note, I think that AEW is completely
going over. All right, I'm Cruz the Crusher.
And I am Stone Cold Steve Vance coming at you live. We were coming at you live from Hollywood, California.